Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and did you miss out? Did you miss out, or did you get in, or did you build more position? As what I was saying, that this is a very good place to build the position, especially on S&P 500, the very important critical zone, the zone of importance. And not just that, market has gotten back the certainty on how the tariff scenarios would play out. The confidence is restored back in the market. This is such an amazing move. Let's take a look at the levels, the price action, the structure, what type of trades could be taken on the market tomorrow. S&P 500, Nasdaq 100, Tesla and Nvidia are what we'll be looking at in this video. In the morning, I gave a play on AMD to the members. Yes, I have started to do a lot more for the members. Well, check out the details in the description of this video if you are interested. The very play that I gave to the members. Oh, well. Oh, it's amazing. And if you're a member, make sure you have all the notifications turned on the Patreon. All right. So check out the details in the description. If all that interests you, also my trading tools. We'll look through everything in this video through the lens of technicals and all that good stuff. So let's jump right into it. S&P 500, will begin with that, but before that I also want to let you know none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion, nothing more than that. Please do your own thing. All right, as I said, the tariffs, the playing field has been set, my friends. All right, we are gonna get ahead of everyone. We are back again in the game. All right, so there are a couple of things in the last few videos since the time tariffs really took their shape. Let's get to the weekly interval first. And I have been saying that, guys, this zone is so important. This very zone, this is your lifetime opportunity. You can build a position, at least start, not go all in, but at least start. And once we see a technical structure confirm and or a macro confirmation that we got today, you can add more to the position. And well, if you did that, you are making a lot of money. But if you missed out, well, guys, market doesn't wait for anyone. All right. So, well, we'll take a look. There's still possibilities of re-entries. We'll take a look at that. And again, always be cautious in the market. I will identify all those areas of caution, where that structure, again, I'm not expecting it to lose, but we still will look at everything. What are the areas of definitive stop loss or things where may turn weak? But hey, things are not weak. Things are looking great, and I expect them to look great. But we have to plan all the scenarios. Okay, so let's. Well, guys, we are just good back again. To put it simply, that was the zone. Really awesome move on S&P 500. As I said, if you picked up there, you are really enjoying the ride. I know how much profits you would be in, okay, because I can see that. Well, when I say I can see that, because I'm seeing it right in front of my screen, the chart, right? So that's what I mean to say. So here we are on the daily interval on S&P 500. We are just fine. Any pullback at this point, even until 525, is not going to worry. And let's say even if we lose that, this is just a buying zone on S&P 500 for the long term, okay? Buy S&P 500. Now, let's get to the hourly interval. I mean, guys, look at this beautiful candle. I mean, yeah, like tomorrow, as if okay, so here's the thing, right? As I said, this very zone, 526 area, is just a zone of pullback, a support. Everything above this is just fine. And it's just not, even before Trump's tweet or his post on the Truth Social, his own platform, market was already looking to find that double bottom support at that very blue box, the same zone as I mentioned yesterday. As if we start to come lower, look for a rebound closer to a blue box. Now my tools helps you in all of that. 5 minutes interval, right? Like, I mean, let's turn on my another tool, right? And it gives you all what the, how to trade. You can see we just started the day really nicely on S&P 500. I just turned on my tools. We started bullish right up from here, the very close to the bounce area. Structure bullish. A little bit of a dip came, but we remained above the cloud. And look at this beautiful accumulation you could have done here. And this is where, and I was watching, I'm like, what is, like, this thing, this candle just didn't form this way right away. Here I started to see a lot of blips to happen. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on in the market? I started to scroll through the news, right? And I'm like, uh-oh, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. And look at this, look at the beautiful breakout. Anyways, if you need access to my tools, check out the details in the description of this video. It tells you everything what you need to do, bullish, bearish, every type of play you can take across any stock, any instrument, any interval. Enjoy the ride, my friend. Enjoy the ride. I'm super excited to see what market is doing, guys. Super excited to see. I just turned off my tool just so you know. So yeah, that's why you are seeing things a little bit different again. So see how easy it is to trade with my tools. All right. Now, what are we gonna do? Well, S&P 500, guys, looking great. Where did the S&P 500 go? Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, I have it too much panned out the chart. All right, guys, looking great. As I said, anything above 527 is just fine. Even if we lose that at this point, just because we have overall certainty in the market, anything below that is just a buy zone at this point. All right, I mean, this is an opportunity of a lifetime at that very important zone that I gave you in last so many videos, 475 area. If you're not going to take the risk in the market, if you are not having a risk management practice, you can never enter the market. If you think you can pick the bottom and you from where you buy things just gonna go up, well, my friend, that's not the reality of the market. It's all about risk management, stop losses, trading with the structure. Okay, it requires practice. As I said, my tools helps you in everything of that, makes things very easy peasy again, but you have to get into it. You have to make a decision. That's all what it comes down to. Anyways, that's S&P 500. Let's move on to NASDAQ 100. Ho, look at this. Look at this, guys. Any pullback, like I'm gonna give it a zone actually. This zone now, 442 to 449. Any pullback until then is just a pullback at this point, guys. Looking amazing. And just like S&P 500, I told you, this is the zone of lifetime opportunity. You don't have to go all in, but you can start a position and then build into it once we got a confirmation. And today was a confirmation. Like, it's not even that just when tweet happened. Let's go to the 5 minutes interval. I'm not going to turn on all the tools on everything. I just showed you an S&P 500, right? And on it works on everything, guys, but I'm not going to turn it on and off on every other instrument. There are some tools of mine already turned on the chart, like the levels and everything. My dashboard, it helps you in everything. Everything is done automatically for you. So QQQ as well, like tweet happened over here. Let's say even after 5 minutes, you had so much of opportunity to add to the position, right? If you missed out, you missed out, right? If you're still waiting, oh, let me wait. Well, guys, market has run up already, okay? Anyways, that's NASDAQ 100. Looking awesome, guys. Looking awesome. All right, so that's the zone. Anything above 445 zone, which is 442 to 449, we are just fine. Even if we lose that, again, just build a position down there. Okay, so just my opinion, do whatever you feel like doing. All right, let's get to Tesla, my friends. Let's get to Tesla. Haha. Ho, look at this beauty, guys. Any pullback, even if it happens until 251, we are just fine now. Structure is turning around on Tesla. Anything above $250, we are just fine. We are just bullish. Very simple. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. We are just bullish structure. Look for a day trade, intraday, whatever, bullish. If we start to have a pullback, don't buy a falling knife. As I said, my tools will help you in identifying when the rebound is completing and structure is turning bullish, as I just showed you on S&P 500, that particular tool. But anyways, anything above $250, our bias needs to be bullish. Okay, even if through the pullback. That's all I have actually. Just it's easy peasy. Nothing else to talk here on Tesla. We are just fine, guys. We are just fine. Let's get to Nvidia. Let's get to Nvidia. And Nvidia, I also told you yesterday also. I mean, technically it was already forming really awesome right over here. On the weekly interval, we were already bouncing back up from a demand zone, and today is just a catalyst, guys. We were already bouncing off of a good demand zone area. And then finally we are above $100 eventually, right? And and it was already looking strong. I also said yesterday it's just it has a lot of room. As long as we stay above $90, we are just fine. Even through the pullback, it just was, structure was really looking good. And today we just got a great catalyst as well. Now let's get to the hourly interval. What are the levels to watch if any pullback happens? Well, if any pullback happens, as long as we hold any of this zone intraday 106, 105, we will be just fine. Technically, even through the pullback, your bias still should be in an uptrend, because structure until 105, 106 is just going to be bullish. All right, so we have to pick our bias and we have to trade with that, and that's the structure is what I'm telling me. All right, guys, really awesome day in the market. I'm super excited. We are back again in the game. Back again in the game, guys. I mean, you can still trade short in those last couple of days. As I said, my tools helps you in all of that. But like swing trading for the long term, as I always say, market is designed to eventually go up, okay? So short trading is limited only for either day trade or a couple of days. But once structure turns around, everything supports long-term bullish side, day trade, intraday swing, whatever, especially on these bigger markets and the big cap stocks, right? But anyways, you can still do both sides, like Tesla, Nvidia, like as I said, my tools helps in all of that. Again, not gonna go into too much depth there. You will get onboarding videos if you will join the membership. Details are in the description of this video, and with that, I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Take care, bye.